Well, snowmobiling, ice fishing, the winter season brings us plenty of fun, but it's important we got to stay safe and healthy out there.
That's right. And somebody who knows this all too well is Dave White. He is the Recreation and Tourism Specialist with the New York Sea Grant and has some things to think about as we get into these colder winter months. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning to both of you. Happy Thanksgiving early. I've got my Thanksgiving mug, so I'm ready to go.
Same to you.
That's pretty great. You know, today is the perfect day, I think, to have you join us. We got like a little bit of snow, and it has people thinking about maybe getting outdoors and having fun, but they need to be safe, right?
They really do, and you're right. It's a great day to do it. You can see the snowmobile trailers right over my shoulder. We've got some nice snow on the ground. So, you know, those of us that are recreationists are already thinking ahead to that next season. And, you know, we spend a lot of time with you folks talking about boating. But really, when we talk about any form of recreation, we have to talk safety. And, you know, I almost call this now my over, under, around, and through, which, you know, for many of us is how we learn to tie our shoe. But really, it's also about being over, under, around, and through water. And so, you know, if we're snowmobiling on a lake or river, we're out ice fishing, we're ice skating, we always have to take special account of that water at any point in time. Ice could be soft. I'm actually wearing a float suit, which will actually, if I fell in the water, float me up and keep me warm.
Dave, we know that the winter is obviously cold and hypothermia can be a problem. Can you explain to us exactly what hypothermia is and how we know we're dealing with it and what to do if we're dealing with it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, hypothermia is, you know, and a lot of folks, it could be a beautiful winter day and it's, you know, a nice 45, 50-degree day sometimes, but that water is still extremely cold. And when you fall into that water, it really just will take your breath away. And that's where a lot of folks then get into trouble because it just, you know, it freezes them up, if you will, and they start to lose their dexterity. So what I'm wearing is a float suit, which, like I said, will float me up. I can seal the arms and the legs. It's basically a snowmobile suit with insulation in it. And as we all know right now, we all have to, if we are on open water in a vessel, any kind of vessel, be it a kayak, canoe, everybody has to have their life jacket on and be wearing it at all times, because this is what's going to save you to survive until you can be rescued. So taking into account those special precautions for the winter becomes really important. And then it also goes into being safe when we talk about COVID as well.
You know, Dave, you mentioned the suit you're wearing, right? So my question for you is this. Would you recommend, you know, snowmobilers to wear, or anybody out on the water, whether it's ice, you know, skaters, whatever, wearing something like this?
Absolutely. Reason being is the flotation is already built in. And like I say, if I fall in, it's going to bring me right up to the surface, and actually my feet and my arms are going to float right up to the surface. And the water that gets inside is going to heat up to my body temperature very quickly. And the other nice thing is this is a nice bright orange one. When I'm going to be rescued, they're going to see me, because a lot of times folks are out alone, either snowmobiling, ice fishing, you know, and so you want to just be cautious. And so this is what it does. And you can wear this whether you're out on the water or not. It's going to keep you warm. It's basically a snowmobile suit with flotation built in, which is really great.
Yeah, we hear so much about that over the summer. Important to keep those things in mind in the winter as well. Dave, before we let you go, do you have any special places you like to go for ice fishing or snowmobiling in upstate New York?
I learned long ago the best thing about ice fishing is an ice shanty. I have a lot of really good friends that if I'm going to go out, I call and go, what's the temperature inside the shanty? It's got a nice window I can look out. I'm getting a little too old to be sitting on the bucket. The trail system we have for snowmobiling is incredible. Cross-country skiing. I think we're going to see a huge, huge, huge winter recreation opportunity because of COVID. Be safe when people are out there. Remember, if you're doing any form of winter recreation, have your mask with you and your sanitizer. A lot of folks are probably hearing this going, why do I need my mask? Most snowmobilers, skiers, et cetera, at some point are going to stop someplace for maybe a little beverage to help warm them up or get warm. So you're going to be going inside. Be prepared for it, just like you are with your car. It's just another way of getting from point A to point B. Be COVID safe. Be with your family. Take advantage of all the winter recreation opportunities we have for cross-country skiing, downhill, ice skating. Going to be a great winter, folks.
Fantastic.
Great
well, we
tips.
just want to thank you so much. And I wanted to say I hope you enjoy this weather, but I have a feeling you're going to. I can already tell, Dave. You're ready.
I think he's already started.
Yeah, he's ready for it.
We're ready for it. Let's bring it on. It's wintertime here.
Oh boy, oh boy. Listen, if you'd like to learn more about, any of these interesting facts or safety tips, how to stay safe in and around the water, whether it's frozen over or not, you can visit nysgrant.org.